So usually in our community here, we're focused on, it's a place for what? Growth. A place for what? A place for what? A place for what? A place for what? A place for? And a place for? Exactly, that's what we do here. Please put your hands together. We realize that people are easily distracted. You can't find opportunities as easy the way you find drama within VDM and another person. It's everywhere on your For You page. But opportunities around you, you barely see these things. I tell people around me, it's so easy to win now because everyone is distracted. It's so easy to succeed right now because the vast majority of people, they are distracted. And not just that, we've talked about it that there are intentional people in Abuja and in Nigeria. And we need to create that community to bridge that gap. So it's not just about fun, it's about learning, growth, connection, expanding your mind. And for 15 minutes, we're going to be doing something real quick. Every month here, we have a team that we focus on. Last month was what? Who can tell me? Intentionality, yes. Now, the month of April, everything we are teaching or talking about is our month of what? Becoming, yes. And the sub-theme of this is from intention to execution. Say with me, from intention to execution. No, let's do that one more time. From intention to execution. So we are encouraging all members of this community that everything that has stayed in your mind, I will someday, what you have intended to do, this is the month to get it done. So our conversation today is on the psychology of what? Becoming. Change the slide for me, please. Now, this is a very popular aphorism. They usually tell us that the richest place is not where Buckingham Palace. The richest place on earth is not Paris. Right? The richest place is not Aso Rock. But the most expensive real estate in the world is the graveyard. Why is that? For it is there you will find invention, creativity, ideas, businesses that never started. It is in the graveyard you find impeccable ideas, just the way you have some now that you have refused to do. You have some great innovation that you refuse to take that step. And if you go into oblivion without achieving that or without taking that step, all those things will go to where? The grave. And it has been proven that the grave is the richest place because men and women are refusing to become. Look at someone by your side, say become. So every intention must transverse beyond just intention. It must get to a point of execution. Am I making sense to you this morning? Yes, please, can you move the slide? Inside every human being is a cemetery of what? Intention. Dreams buried. Not because they were impossible, but because they were what? Postponed, delayed, feared, and forgotten. Move the slide, please. So today, as members of the XMIND Engineering Group, we are going to declare war on delay. Put your hands together. I want you to raise your hand with me. We are going to declare war on what? We are going to declare war against what? Delay. Beautiful. Now, every dream, goal, ambition, and vision, every change you have whispered to yourself in the quiet hours is no longer allowed from today to rot in the graveyard of someday. Oh, someday I will write that song. Someday I will finish that book. Someday I will begin this project. Someday, one day. No, we're not going to allow it to rot in that grave. Today we are going to move from intention to execution. You were born to become. Tell someone by your side that you were born to become. The brain that carries you is wired for it. The universe that washes you is waiting for it. So this is this is a pictorial evidence of the grave of someday I will do this. And many of us, we had under that excuse. We tell ourselves that someday, not today. Move the slide, don't worry. We'll get somewhere. So we're about to take this affirmation together. Are you ready? Say with me, this month, we assume the grace of abandoned greatness. The dreams we buried too early. The visions we silenced with doubt. The version of ourselves we were too afraid to become. We dig past fear, past procrastination, past every excuse, and we reclaim what is ours. We resurrect intention and crown it with execution. Put your hands together for yourself. Move the slide. I'm going to play this video. This is a video, so get ready to play it. Hold on. No, we need the light because of the camera. I'm going to play a video, okay? Can you see it from there? All right. So it's going to play this recording. Turn off the light, Progress. Come turn on the light so that everyone can see it wherever they are. All right. Now, play this recording in 3, 2, 1, go.
The fleas are placed inside the jar, and the lid is then sealed. They are left undisturbed for 3 days. Then, when the jar is opened, the fleas will not jump out.
After 3 days, he opened the jar. The fleas didn't jump out.
They will never jump higher than the level set by the lid.
They will never jump out.
Their behavior is now set for the rest of their lives. And when these fleas reproduce,
and they give birth,
their offspring will automatically follow their example.
Turn on the lights. Did you get it? Yes. Did you get it? I will explain it. A scientist took fleas, insects, and placed them in a jar and left them undisturbed for 3 days. Meaning for 3 days, these insects, they tried to come out. But they realized after 72 hours that they could not jump beyond the perimeters of the jar. After 3 days, the scientists move the slide. After 3 days, the scientists removed the jar. He removed the jar, and this insect still did not. Now, nothing is stopping them right now. Still, the insect couldn't jump out. Then after another 3 days, he removed the jar completely. Now, the insect still could not move beyond the perimeters of the jar. And that was not the most shocking thing. The most striking thing there is that when they reproduce, their own children will be lectured that this is the perimeter of life. That there is nothing beyond. You cannot become anything beyond all this. And that is why many of us today will find ourselves creating limitations to our goals because of past trauma, past mistakes, and parental dynamism. So what we are going to do today is to stretch your mind that fear of failure, fear of limitation, fear of the unknown, all those things we are going to dislodge it. Are you ready for today's class? Yes, move the slide. Now raise your hand here if there is at least one thing you have intended for more than a year that you have not executed. Raise your hand here. There's something you have always wanted to do. Let me tell you one of the viruses that is against the becoming. One of the viruses is you want to have everything figured out. You are too intelligent. That is your problem. You are too smart. Of course, you are too smart. Now, God, they help mumu like us. You are too smart. That is why you are not becoming. You are too intelligent to try. Because you are smart enough to know that when you try, I may fail. So your intelligence is not a dragon for you to slay. You see people who are less intelligent than you are. They just keep trying. They do so many things. They just keep trying. They probably will fail a lot of times, but you see them successful. Ideas itself are like sperm. You just need one of it to succeed. When there were over 200 million of you when your father was done, but your father just needed one to what? So ideas itself are like sperm. So if you do not try, you cannot become. You never know what you can do unless you try. Your potential is not what you can do, is what you are yet to do. But you are too intelligent to take this step. Why? Because you want to have everything figured out. I always tell people one particular statement. Listen to me, everybody. If you have everything figured out before you start, you probably started too late. Look at someone by your side. Say, if you have everything figured out before you start, you probably started too late. Let me tell you where the problem is. Let me tell you where the problem is. There are 26 alphabets, right? A to what? Z. Now, you are here, point A. What you have is an intention. Whatever it is, I want to finish my book. I want to get a good job. I want to own a company. I want to do this. I want to do that. Now you are at point A. And from point A, let me tell you how the world works. You can already see the last point. But do you know what is missing? B, C, D, E, F. You can't see any of these things. You don't know how to get there. Am I making sense to you? So the problem is that you are at point A trying to want to see from B to Y. You want to see everything figured out before you move from point A to B. But the problem here is that from point A, I am certain that you can see point B. But because you can't see C, D, E to Y, you are not taking the step. And that is not how life works. When you are from point A, you should already, when you see point B, take point B with that intention and faith that C will show up. That is how greatness emerges. So you don't have to have everything figured out before you start. Because you know why? All these things are excuses. And excuses are alibis to fail. Are you listening to me, everyone? Am I making sense to you this morning? Move the slide, please. So we're going to look at the psychology of paralysis. Why most people never move to execution. It's always intention. You are so intelligent. You have everything in your head. I will someday. I will. Can you help me move this a little bit, Father? Gabriel, can you help me move this a little bit? You're always telling yourself, I will do this. I will take that step. I will talk to this person. I will send that proposal. And procrastination has always been the order of the day. So I want us to examine as one-on-one why most people never move to execution. Is always intention. Move the slide for me, please. Let's talk about the 5 fears that bury our dreams. Number 1 is the fear of failure. You are too scared to fail. You know why? It's not your fault. It's your fault, sorry. But let me tell you, when you were much younger, you never received any reward for failing. So that rewrote your neural pathways, and your mind now elucidates to you that there is nothing rewarding from failure. I don't know if you have done inter-sport in your high school days, and then during the practice you are taking first. Your house they believe in you. I don't know if that's happened to you. Your house, they believe in you. Yellow house, red house. Do we still have those things in schools? They are still okay. Yellow house, red house, red house. And then during the rehearsal of inter-sport, you are always coming out first. Now the day to represent your house, the inter-sport day, you failed or you flopped. there's no reward for you. No medal for you. So what you do continuously, what that has done is that it has taught your mind that failure is a poison. So one of the reasons why most people will not take that step is not because they don't want to, it's just that they are too scared to fail. Do you know that if you remove the fear of failure, you can do a lot of things? Think about it. If you are not scared to fail, you cannot kill a man that is ready to die. You can't. You can't kill someone that is ready to die. I saw something on the news when the president of the United States right now, Donald Trump, said he was going to bomb all their bridges and all the citizens, they went under the bridge, ready to die. They all went there, the people of Iran, they went under the bridge. Bomb us, don't worry. We are glorified. In fact, you are doing us a favor. You can't kill a man that is ready to die. So if you exercise the fear of failure from that idea, meaning you are telling yourself, anything will won't happen, may happen. I move regardless. What will stop you from taking that step is your intelligence. That is your problem. Oh. You are too smart. I'm telling you, you are too smart because you have calculated. I can't see B, C, D, E, F. I can't see it to Y. It's not making sense. Henceforth, but you can see B, you can't take B because you are smart enough. But dull people like us, we move regardless. Unintelligent people, we move regardless. We get to B. From B, we'll figure C out. From C, we'll figure D out. And before we know, the whole 26 alphabet has been seen. So one of the reasons is fear of failure. Your mind will tell you, what if I try and fail? Someone here, you know this is your reason. You are scared to fail. You don't want to move. Look at the other one. Some of you are also scared of success. Yes. What if I actually become that person? What the pressure to sustain it, the visibility, the responsibility. Most people are scared of success. Are you still here, guys? And I'm telling you the truth. There was one time we were teaching something about thinking big in our branch in Edo State. And when I was talking to them, I said, you know what? It doesn't cost you more brain power to think big than it is to think small. So let us exercise our brain power. Take the biggest astronomical, just think something enormous. And one girl, while she was trying to think, she was fidgeting. While she was trying, you could see her shake. She was shaking. Then after the convergence, I had to talk to her. What happened? She said as soon as she tried to think of figures, millions and billions, that she felt like she was too greedy for asking for such. There are some of you can never charge ₦1 million for what you do. When you hear that people, even some of you who are rectors, when you see some properties, you will shout Jesus first. Because what you are, first of all, your mindset already tells you that this is impossible. So your mind will first of all barricade and blind you to a prospective client that realm is possible to them. Because your mentality has limited you. So one of the things that will affect you is the fear of what? Success. Am I making sense? Yes. These are the things we have to exercise. Just tell yourself for a month, I don't give a F. Let me tell you how we started this. About 3 years plus ago in Edo State. What you are seeing right now, this is the 4th month in Abuja, right? January to now, this is the 4th month of this in Abuja. When we started in Edo State 3 years plus ago, not up to 4 years, my brother Obed and I we left the office. I told him, let's go to, what's that place again? In the South, the South Hall. There's a hall we call South Hall. Then I called him, I said, Obed, I want us to change the dynamics of education in Nigeria. I said, people are just being trained or taught to pass an exam. Let us change it. Let us engineer the minds of people to become titans, nobles in our society. And I said, let's call it XRISLID University. As at that time, let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen, as at that time, the only money we could afford is a cubicle. So do you know what's a cubicle? This is a big table now. A cubicle is, when you divide this into 2, Now, let's say this is a big hall for startup. I want you to understand this now. A big hall for startup. Now, if you take, let's say there's a wood here that is dividing everybody and everybody has its own corner. That's the cubicle. In our own cubicle, I went to print a banner and I stuck it on my own and I wrote XRISLID University. People came to me and said, you are stupid. For you to say something to a university, you need acres of land. You need this and this. Something this. I said, yes, that is the vision. But I know my next step now. I took it. Now, there were people who was at that time who didn't take that step. The people who was at that time who had the vision, but they waited because they gave themselves so many reasons. But I moved regardless, and in moving is becoming clear, and we are here today. And in 3 years, what we started from a cubicle is in Kaduna, is in Abuja, is in Edo State, is in Nasarawa, is in the UK. Why? Because I moved regardless. I moved with the intent. You see, during our university days, we've not opened our institution here in Abuja. But during the time when we were doing this thing in those states, you know, one of the tests our students has to go through, we call it the test failure. Right? We teach them, we say, do something this month and make sure you fail. That's the test, yes. We say, you know what? Do something you have ever wanted to do. And for you to pass this test, you must fail. It's a test that we do. And then all of a sudden, that what do I do that I will fail at? I need to fail big so that my score will be big. Do you know what we did with that test? We are dismantling the code that taught them that failure is a poison. Because when you exercise the fear of failure, there is so much you can become, ladies and gentlemen. So we talked about the fear of failure, the fear of success, the fear of rejection. This is new. People will laugh at you. That's why, imagine, because people will laugh at you. They'll say this business is not your style. It's not your standard. Let me tell you something about ideas. Every single idea that comes to you comes with the chronicles of time. I will explain that. If there are two chefs here, I give them the same ingredients, the same recipe, rice, the same number of mangi, curry, everything. Nobody has it more than the other. And I tell them to cook that rice. Do you know that both food will not taste the same? What is responsible? Timing. The time she's putting her curry is critical to that meal. The time she will put in the rice is critical. Depending on that's what differentiates the taste. True of us? Good. So every idea that comes to you comes with chronicles of time. The reason why it's coming now is so you can act now. Why didn't it come 2 years' time? It's coming now because it wants you to act now. There is something called the power of the now. So if you refuse to act now and it's still in your head, the source for that thing to become moves and goes over to someone else. That if in 4 years you decide to start, you are starting to cook a meal without the ingredients in your hands. And then you will not truly fail because you've lost the power of time. Who got that illustration? So when things come to you, there are steps you can take now. Let me create a logo. Let me create a business card. Let me create a website. Let me talk to someone. There are things you can do now. Am I making sense to you? So some of you are not moving because you are scared of rejection. People will laugh at you. They will say you have changed. Another reason is the fear of the unknown and change. The brain hates novelty. It prefers familiar pain to uncertain joy. Can you imagine? Another reason is perfectionism. This is one virus every one of us, we do have. It has to be perfect. Right? Hello? Excellence. I'm too intelligent. It has to be perfect. Doctor, you don't understand. I have engaged on content creation. No? I can shoot content here. The content will be in blank. But my problem is I don't have iPhone 17. It's not clear enough. I saw a video of a lady on TikTok. If you see camera, you would think, there are Androids and they are hand-drawn. If you see the camera was bad. it was, you know when you are shooting something from 1960 something. But this lady will pick up her phone and shoot content. She kept on posting. She's a sensation now. Our fans came together to buy her the latest iPhone. Now, if that lady had the same virus that you had and say, I don't want to start, I'm waiting for a miracle. No, if it's for me, it's for me. Oh, Sarah. Whatever we be. If it's for me, it will come. And this is the peanut pie we all hide under. You're too smart. That's your problem. You're too intelligent. That's a virus. That's the problem. Perfectionism. Analysis paralysis. You analyze too much. It has to be perfect. I want to wait for the right time. No. You don't wait for the perfect time. You make the time now perfect. So, just tell yourself, what is that thing I've ever wanted to do? And what has limited me? Right now, I don't care. In fact, I want to do it and fail. Do you know that there are some doors in the future that cannot open without the requisite scar to open those doors? There are doors you cannot open without the mark of failure. I'm telling you. I remember one time when the Roman Empire conquered a lot of places. They became the world power. So the emperor needed to create new generals to go spearhead those places. He said, all our soldiers come forward. I want to choose 1,000 generals. They were all happy. Some came out with their white chest and their sword. Then the emperor said, all of you strip yourself. So what? Take off your clothes, everybody. And they all did. He started looking at them. The ones with scars, meaning this one has gone for war and has fought. He said, you come out. You come out. And they asked him, why? What means of selection? He said, I was picky, looking out for men with scars. Men who have fought. Men who have failed. Men who have failed, rather. These are the men I want to select. Sometimes, just fail. Who cares? Did you hear what I said? Sometimes fail. Who cares? Fail. Fail big. Who cares? Come on. The people that are stopping you don't care. Everything is just a drama in your head. The people who are outshining you, they are no more intelligent than you. In fact, they are so dull that they are trying to fail. Are you listening to me? Please, Ron, move the slide. Other things that can affect you is imposter syndrome. Who am I to become this thing? You tell yourself that. This big dream I have, I'm not sure I'm qualified for it. How can I be the one to start this? As I'm speaking, some of you know your own, you know that, did you know where you fall into? Who am I to start this? I don't have the capacity. My elocution is not impeccable. I don't know how to speak. So why will I start talking to the camera? You start telling yourself, you start demeaning yourself, putting yourself in a condescending position. You know yourself here. And we're all victims of this. Imposter syndrome. You give yourself unworthiness. I don't deserve this. Probably the lie of that past mistake disqualifies future glory. Oh, I've tried this thing before. Something similar, I did not make it. So I will not make this one. I don't deserve it. Look at someone by your side, say never again. No, seriously, I wanted to say never again. Never again. Because at this moment, I don't care if I fail, let me fail, I will do it. Take the step. I don't give a F. I don't know what is here, but I'm sure it's overwhelmed. Okay? The goal feels like climbing Mount Everest in a flip bliggy. You feel like your goal is too much for you. So it makes you overwhelmed. Instead, you don't want to try. Another one is the virus of the comfort zone addiction. You are so comfortable. Start now. There is something you can start tomorrow. Another one is toxic environments. That's why you have not started. Because you have dream killers around you. That's why you have not started. We have dream killers. When you share your big dream to small-minded people, they will help you kill it. Yes. So your problem is simply toxic environments. You don't have the right set of people around you. Hello, everyone. And that is why this community is here. To give you the right circle of people. You don't have the right people around you. You share your big dreams to small-minded people. There is something called honest limitation. Some people out of love can limit you. They don't hate you. Their cancer is from a place of love. But that cancer can limit you. Am I making sense? Can you move the slide? The last three. Identity attachments. This is just who I am. I'm not sure this dream I should embark on it. This is who I am. Number 12 is trauma baggage. Unhealed wounds become invisible chain. Let me rush. 13. Resource illusion. I have not started because I don't have money. I've not started because I don't have time. I don't have the connection. That's why I've not started. 98% of Nigerians have refused to take their intention to execution because of that. Why have you not started? You don't have money, right? Why have you not started? You don't have time. Why have you not started? You don't have the connection. Like I said earlier, you don't need to wait for the perfect time. You need to make the time now what? Perfect. Let's look at another reason. Comparison trap. You are scrolling through other people's finished chapter. Why hiding your blank check? You are looking at others. You say, how can I move to this key? Not knowing that there's a process to things. These are the things we should think about, ladies and gentlemen. We have to move. And then number 15 is procrastination. I don't know what is there. Disguised as rest, yes. Procrastination. Let me rest now. Someday. This is procrastination or is disguised as rest. Let me not do it now. Let me wait till I build the connection. I will do it and then, boom, I will hammer it. These are the things we tell her. Let's be honest. True of us. This is why we've not started. But let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen, I would rather try and fail than not try at all. So you should have, this month we are going to encourage everybody. What is that one thing? Can I have that? There's one card there. Yes, let me have it. Good. We have this card here. It's called the Becoming Execution card. I'll tell you when to share it. Don't share it yet. What do you do with this card? Today is 11, right? We still have how many more days before the end of this month? How many more days? 20? 19 more days, okay. So we still have 19 more days. Do something every day that empowers that idea that you have, no matter how small. That idea you want to start. I know your plan is that you need money to rent a store, I know you want to do that. But invest every day doing. It could just be today I will design a logo for this business. Today I will go and print a complimentary card that this is who I am, or this is what I do. Today I will open a social media account for this vision. Do something every day, because a lot of us, we are running with ideas and the ingredients to cook that idea has passed. That's passed because we refuse to act. Don't you think if whatever that is making us gather here, if I hadn't taken the step, someone else will pick it from the hair and run with it? Likewise you. So there are ideas that you have, innovation that you have. If you refuse to act on it, the fact it came now, it means that the requirement, the requisite source to take it through is also with you too. But you just don't see it. Look at somebody else. I say, take the step. So we're going to give you this, everybody. Please, you can share it now. This is for you and not for us. It's your own package. You see, people say, when we're printing this, it cost us money to, this is not a normal A4. And people say, I said, no, don't worry, we are concerned about the growth of people. This is not a transaction company. It's a company for transformation. Put your hands together. Someone said, people should pay for this thing. They should pay for this. I said, we're not concerned about their money. We're concerned about their growth. We want to see you grow. We want to encourage you to take the next step. We want to encourage you to say, you know what? If I fail, I fail. I will move regardless. Is there another slide? Another thing that can bury is that your family or societal conditioning. People like us don't become that. You've not started because you feel like you don't belong. In fact, this one is common. Ego protection. You don't want to fail. So you want to protect your ego. If I never try, I can never be proven wrong. So let me not just try at all. People will say I failed. Your ego is speaking. Ego protection. Spiritual bypass. Another reason. God will do it for me without action. That's another. Of course. We know now. We tell ourselves whatever we be. You hear people say, if it's from me, it will come to me. Won't change my own, will not bypass me. And we talked earlier about destiny and efforts. If you know there is someone you also want to give, do we still have more? It's not enough. Okay, I have one here. Take Franklin's own too. Please, if you know you've not gotten anyone, let me see your hands. Okay, they've all gotten now. Yes. So let this be for you. What are you doing with this? It's yours. You are not bringing it back. Write your name. Write your goal. And every single day, do something that empowers that goal. This is the right use for this right now. Do something that empowers your goal. And for once, protect your mind, ladies and gentlemen. People will corrupt your mind. People will make you feel you can't. People will discourage you. Even you will discourage you. But do you regardless. Just take that step. That goal, that vision, take it. Have you been blessed? Have you been transformed? Have you been edified? Do I have people who are going to execute right now? If you are executing, let me see your hands. Or you are still thinking? You are still thinking? Execute. This month, I want us to share a lot of attestation. We're already having it in our online community. People are already taking steps. Someone came to my DM and she said, Doctor, I have done this. Doctor, I have done that. Doctor, I've made this move. I've done this and I've done that. So I'm going to be so happy. Please share your stories with me. Hello? Once you start taking the step, come tell me about your step. I just did this. I just did that. Please furnish me with your progress. Thank you so much. This is what I advise you to do. Break the chain and do what? One more time. Break the chain. Good. And lastly, if you need guidance towards the step you are going through, let's say you have something you want to do and you need guidance. You need mentorship. We are very much available to guide you through the process, because the truth is we really want to see you grow. We are not your family members, but we want to see you grow. You are part of this particular family, so your growth is our interest. This month, we will all become giants. It's not a prayer point. This month, we will all become giants. And how can we become? By taking what? Action. Action is the word. Verb is the word. Put your hands together, everyone.